one thing I wanted to ask you about and get your thoughts on was this thing called leadership. Not only corporate leadership, but maybe even personal leadership. You take it wherever you want to go. But is leadership changing now that the pandemic has hit? Are you seeing that? What are your overall thoughts on what makes a great leader as opposed to what makes a leader that just is not functioning or working correctly?
Well, yeah. So I do think it's changing because, work is changing. So I think, one thing we learned in the pandemic is that we can no longer just rely on the past models and expect the same results. Like we need to embrace a new and fresh approach. And that's really where creativity and innovation come in.
Yes.
I think what makes a good leader, in my opinion, is the role of leader is to serve others. It's not to serve yourself. So it's not like, hey, I'm in the corner office, I made it, and everyone works for me. You work for them. And so the best leaders are service-oriented leaders, and they recognize their job is to lift up others. And in turn, they will enjoy 10 times the reward than if they were selfish and just trying to help their own, take all the credit for themselves. Great leaders are great learners. So they're, rather than being fixated on a particular way of doing something, they're always upgrading. They're always rethinking, reinventing, they're reimagining. I think great leaders certainly are creative. And again, they can show up in different ways. They don't need to be an artist with paint, but they, sort of like creative problem solving and inventive thinking to both elevate their team members and also take care of their customers. Great leaders focus on, again, who they serve. It could be their internal customers, their employees, and also their outside customers who write checks. It's about delivering extraordinary value rather than trying to, cut every corner just to juice the bottom line.